This is an actual school in Baringo. It's inundated in floods waters, and it's not the only one. There are about 18 of them so far submerged. In total, they have about more than 350 students there. Most of them have missed school. In fact, only 6 of them showed up. That's for grade 4, class 8 and form 4 students. So learning really failed to take off today in Baringo South, with only 6 students from Lake Baringo Mixed Secondary School up at Eldume Primary School, one of the learning institutions that have been selected to host students from 18 schools submerged in floodwaters from Lake Baringo. So more than 350 students failed to turn up on day 1 of phased reopening of schools, as Elfas Lagat reports.
The flood crisis in Baringo South is not done yet if the turnout on day 1 of the phased reopening of schools is anything to go by. A paltry 6 students arrived at Eldume Primary School today, with most learners staying away as other regions witnessed large numbers of grade 4, class 8 and form 4 students arriving at their respective schools. At least 21 learning institutions were affected when Lake Baringo water levels increased in the recent days, and schools including Leswa with 22 grade 4 and 16 standard 8 pupils was affected. Kokwa Island Primary had 20 grade 4 and 46 class 8 pupils. Loruk Primary School, on the other hand, had 60 grade 4 pupils and 30 class 8 candidates.
My former school was submerged by rising waters of Lake Baringo, and when I came here, I was given 3 classrooms, a library, and a facility adjacent to the school, so that I can be able to host my students.
At Eldume Primary, one of the schools chosen to host students from submerged learning institutions, 6 students, 4 girls and 2 boys, turned up. The parents saying the recent floods have left many devastated and unable to afford their children proper livelihoods.
There are schools that are permanently affected, they are permanently in water, and therefore the children have to be transferred to other schools. Those are 7 schools where children cannot go.
The water levels have been rising and the effects are the most severe witnessed in decades. Dozens have been displaced, their belongings, homesteads and livestock swept away by the floods.
Vile shule imefunguliwa, sisi wazazi hatuna chochote kwa sababu tangu hiyo mkaso ikuje ugonjwa pamoja na hii maji tukakosa kitu ya kufanya na tukashindwa. Sasa watoto wataendelea namna gani?
A great challenge because some of these children are supposed to be boarders. We have no dormitories, we have no classes, we have no labs. We literally have a situation.
As other learners arrive at their respective schools for the resumption of learning in the phased reopening, the affected Baringo schools are still muddled in floods and apparent confusion, awaiting further directives from the Education Ministry on the fate of learners whose numbers are more than 350. Elfas Lagat, Citizen TV.